Welcome. We're going to talk about dynamics and how important it is for a drummer to really know how much you actually really can control the dynamics of a band or any playing situation. So firstly, we're going to talk about the importance of dynamics on the drum kit. And so, and when I think about dynamics, I think about accents and non-accents, and the light and shades with cymbals and splashes, and even effect symbols like this stack symbol over here, which can definitely add to the dynamics of what you're playing, and definitely also sonically, it can make something sound different, and give something a lift in the music, depending what you're playing, of course. So I think as drummers, we need to work on our accents and non-accents, and that can be in a variety of different ways of whether you're practicing your rudiments. We really got to adhere to our dynamics and more importantly there, because if we can get them happening on the snare drum, it becomes a little bit relatively easier to kind of transfer it to the rest of the kit, because you're working on your hands in the one spot and just monitoring what's going on. So in the other sort of clips we've been talking about, the single paradiddle, we were talking about accenting the single paradiddle. It's pretty much just an extension of that sort of philosophy and that way of thinking. So if you're taking any sort of accent phrase, let's say we're just playing a da 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 da. We could just play single stroke rolls to get those accents out. Obviously now I'm playing those pretty loud. I could play that really soft and it'll still have the same sort of attack. Let's go softer. Let's try a different pattern, yeah? So yeah, I'm exercising some rudiments here, but I'm also mindful of my accents and non-accents, which hence gives you all these different phrases. So important to monitor the way you play your accents and the way you play your non-accents too. Another way of sort of extracting a more full-on accent on your snare drum is what we call a rim shot. So it's a combination of striking the drum at on the center of the head, or it could be on the edge, but let's just go with the center of the head and also the rim, which gives us a real kind of cracking sort of snare drum. That's what we refer in the industry as a real cracking snare drum. That can really change the articulation of your dynamics, okay? So you can definitely hear the changes from that sound to what it was before. It becomes a little bit more obvious when you start playing sort of patterns between the hi-hat, snare, and bass drum.